Other games have much better walkthroughs, but the lack of explanation here are slightly below par. So the lack of explanation is why I started Hero Wars Central. They've always been guilty of lack of explanation.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Is there a third ship? Yeah, there is. There's not active right now, but there is a third ship. It's blue. We saw a bunch of the ships earlier on, whenever they were still trying to figure out what to do with the activity. But there are only 2 ships in this event. But if and when they add this activity in the future, there will be more ships. Now, I wasn't around for the beginning of Guild Wars. Some of you might have been. I have heard that Titans were added to the game, and then Guild War became a thing later, and we didn't realize that we needed Titans for Guild War. And then people that skipped doing anything with Titans, but then were behind whenever it came time to compete in Guild War, because you needed Titans in Guild War. So I am, and I may be wrong about that. This is just kind of like comments that I've been reading around this activity over the last 2 days. So when they add this as a full game mode in the future, and however they decide to do the rewards, hopefully not the same dumb shop. Maybe the shop resets weekly or something. I don't know. That would actually be okay, I think. But I would not put it past them at all to add this to some kind of future thing. Let's see, they're attacking the bottom Gatling gun there. That's right, Titans came before. Titans came before the Guild War, so not many did the dungeon or did anything with them. STW, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I think that there will be something to do with these ships in the future. Like, again, I don't know how long of a gap it was between adding Titans and Guild Wars being added to the game, but I believe that they will be important in the future. I think so. I know a lot of people don't really like the game mode because it's so different than what people are used to when it comes to Hero Wars. Oh, wow. He threw his shield up on... He caught me. That's all right. I can take out your shield generator right here. It's 2 manual. Yeah, I think a lot of people are used to, you know, the strategy behind playing the game Hero Wars and Titan Wars, right? It's got this whole situation where, you know, you kind of set your stuff and then you just kind of lean back and watch. You do have to press some buttons, right? Trigger people's ults. Is triggering heroes' ultimates timing? Isn't it more intensive than doing this though? I guess this you have to actually target things, whereas on you know, PvP you don't have to actually target them because the skills are defined. They have defined targets already. I know a lot of players on Facebook Web who ever do anything on manual. Not that I agree with it, but they wouldn't. Yeah, I got into a conversation with some people yesterday about how they just couldn't figure it out, and that there was nothing in the game that explained how it worked. And I don't disagree that there's nothing in the game, but they did a 30-second video showing how everything works, showing how the fight works, and then Daniel talked about it in the live stream. So that's it. We're out of fuel. We're out of fuel. For now. For now. Get a couple more days out of it. Get some more free stuff out of it. No big deal. No big deal. But yeah, Finkelso, this is coming. And you know what? I'll say this again. I don't understand why they put so much effort into this. The event map, super easy to slap together. The story, super easy to write. I could have AI write the story in, you know, 30 seconds. The shop, a little weird, but I'll take it. The actual fighting itself, the tasks. Why do they spend so much effort on this event that has nothing to do with Hero Wars? Why are they building this future activity so completely different from the rest of the game, right? So crazy different. Why are they spending so much effort on this activity if they aren't going to integrate it into something with heroes and Titan fighting in the future? Tedious, boring, time consuming. There's so many issues with the game. Quality of life things that can be fixed, bug fixes. I would like to have chapter 14, chapter 15. I prefer Foundation to Power event. Okay. Other games have much better walkthroughs, but the lack of explanation here are slightly below par. So the lack of explanation is why I started Hero Wars Central. They've always been guilty of lack of explanation. I think that this is, as you say, always is for newer players to interest them and make them come back. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Seems like they put a disproportionate amount of development resources into this for sure. Yep. Building it to implement it into Hero Wars 2 could be. Could be. Hero Wars 2 is still a thing, supposedly. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to think about the effort that was put into it for what? For what?